Okay, so had loads of other ideas for this piece, and I think I've decided what I'm going to go with, which might seem the one that I'm going with might seem like not the most creative idea when you consider some of the ones that are in this document, but I think it's the one I can make the funniest and I can write the easiest. So that's what I will go with. So some of the ideas I had: could it be that it talks about this is actually the biggest annual event, the biggest con, representing the biggest payment from the poor to the rich? Is there an angle there? Is it that this is spreading to other countries? Black Friday and Cyber Monday are spreading to other countries, and there is a resistance, and you could obviously exaggerate these sort of tame attempts to stop this from coming over to their countries. Could it be seen as a communist, anarchist, or whatever kind of plot to overthrow capitalism by reducing the value of absolutely everything? So, yeah, just little ideas of where you could take this story. Maybe there's this imaginary group of capitalists at the top, and they decide they're going to end the holiday because they've made enough money, and they don't want to be greedy. Or on the other side, they suddenly realize how foolish it is that they've been reducing their prices so much, which is obviously absurd because they make loads of money out of it. But obviously, we're writing satire here, so those things don't really matter. Black Friday is to become Black November, so they stretch it out of the whole month. The opposite of that could be they're going to make it only 1 hour long. So all of that cramming and trampling, instead of an entire day, it's just 1 hour. Black Friday decorations. Could the holiday get out of hand? Could there be huge effigies or whatever it might be? Or could there be decorations? Could there be, make it so that it's turning into Christmas or it's turning into another holiday with more and more of these things that are unique to it. One that I thought could be funny was that Cyber Monday being cancelled. I just found the concept of that really funny because it couldn't really happen because, it's just lots of independent businesses decide to do this. So there isn't a way for anyone to sort of unilaterally decide that it's cancelled. So I played with that, but I couldn't figure out how to extend it other than make it the headline being funny. Black Friday being made illegal. I thought my angle with that was maybe the UK government, the Conservatives, Tories are in power, and I thought that could be a funny story about it not being right that prices are so low. It's kind of like a play on the Tories hating the poor. So I thought maybe there's something there, but I couldn't really extend it any further. This one made me laugh as well. Pathetic attempt by a certain corporation to make a new holiday based on their own product. So an example would be like Segway Saturdays. It would have to be a fairly sort of niche, weird product for it to work. That could have still been a funny article, but and it's still something I could probably do in the future. Could there be a story about someone waiting to do all of their entire shopping on one day for the year? Might be something there. Rebellious customers trying to create their own everything is $1 day. So I had this idea that if enough people created a holiday and then started, one by one, businesses started adopting whatever holiday we decided to create, you could be quite rebellious and subversive with that and have, just even more absurd than Cyber Monday. Everything is $1 day. Could we make that happen? Black Friday, because obviously Black Friday is going to go on forever. It's never going to end now. Could it be that, everyone's needs have been met? We don't need to have another Black Friday again because we've done what we wanted to accomplish. I thought about maybe a new calendar, a new month being added to the calendar, and I played around with the name Debt-Tember. New general manager discovers plans for huge price reductions, puts a stop to it. So someone joins as the general manager of a department store, or whatever it might be, and then just realizes, what the hell are we doing? We're doing what? A foolish corporation sells itself for $1 on Black Friday. I don't know if I could go anywhere with that, but funny concept. And this is another one I did debate going for, is Black Friday, because a lot of the ideas I had wouldn't work because it's known that this happens every year. So if it was like the first year, you can play on the mysterious angle that it's where I originally wanted to go with this piece, was that it was this economic catastrophe, not this commercial event, this mysterious event. And I thought the way I could do that is that if it's Black Friday hits like a small town in America or something, or a small location, and no one knows where it's come from, and it's making mom and pop and small stores, they're forced to reduce their prices. And so that's the way I was thinking of. That would probably be the route I would go if I was to go with the original idea for this article, is that it's hit a small town, or it's hit a state that's unfairly maligned, like Delaware. Delaware residents hit unawares as Cyber Monday or Black Friday enters their state. Cyber Monday has been hacked by Russians. Obviously very topical. There's something we could do there. It could also be a Russian plot, wiping the value of all our goods. Maybe Russians spreading fake news that Cyber Monday has been hacked. Just thinking out ideas. Someone wins Black Friday, again, as if it's been a contest all this time. And then another kind of an interesting one would be Black Friday revealed to be a massive capitalist plot to make money. They weren't just being virtuous. Kind of like a snarky article. The influential investigates. Our investigation reveals a subversive plot, Cyber Monday, with the aim of wiping off the billions of value of all goods. And then I was thinking, what's the story behind that? So there's loads of ideas there, but I think the one I'm going to go with is quite a simple one, is where the influential writes an article where I talk about the problems with these holidays, but then I immediately and non-subtly promote my products, my own offers. So I'm kind of like saying all these things against the holiday and then engaging in it myself in the very next sentence. And this one's good because A, it's real, like I do have offers, and I am engaging in partaking in these two events. Yet I'm writing a satirical article about it, so it's very true. It's an excuse for me to be able to pitch my products, I won't lie. And I think I can easily write it. I know the structure of how I do this. So for example, there'll be a sentence. One has to wonder if this is rampant consumerism gone awry, or a good excuse to sell my template swipe file for just $49, a reduction of nearly 50%. So you can see, and then I've got the next slide. So you can see the kind of structure that's going to be coming together, and I can have a quote from myself and all this kind of stuff. So I think that's the direction I'm going to go in. And yeah, there was loads of ideas. I probably laboured over this far more than I usually would because I'm analysing it, but that's probably a good thing. It's you can see how many different possibilities there are for any one story, and some of these are far bigger and more creative, but this one here, I know I can make funny, and I know it's the one I can do the best job of right now, and I can still probably use variations of these ideas later. So yeah, there you go, more of me running through a ugly document and rambling on. I hope that was somewhat useful and gives you a little bit of an insight into how I come up with these article ideas. The next one, hopefully, will be a finished article, which I will go through. Cool. All right. Hope you're having a good day. Speak to you soon.